Hi, hi, hi. I do this video especially in English because I have some people who always say, Lies, we don't understand you, we don't speak Dutch, and we really want to know what you're saying. So here I am, and with a lot of love to a friend of mine, and I think she's now in Italy. So today I did my live on Facebook. And it wasn't, like a cry, a scream, but most of all, um, to reach out to everyone who is in a process in himself or in situations in the outside world to take his own place. So he or she could be whatever they really are, want to be. We are, and especially women. I am a coach. I work only with women. So, uh, my dear, lovely woman in my circle, I read a book. the- I got it Monday evening. And I started to read in it Monday evening. And yesterday it was already finished. So, I ate some hours away from work to read the book. It was about a witch, the last witch who was convicted as a witch. Yeah? The last woman he was convicted as a witch. It was in the year 1674, and it really it really came in, because she really was a woman that was living her own life, and she didn't want to fit in the church or what the villagers are saying that what was good, what was wrong. She didn't have to pray to God to have good, how do you say it, a lot of fruits and vegetables in her garden. She used the nature, she understood nature, and she was independent in the way that she didn't need those systems to make her feel sure about herself. She couldn't find it in herself, And then if we go into the history of all the witches that are burned, can you imagine? They just put women above fire and let them burn. That is wow. And they say, it's maybe more than 100,000 of women, just what is known. It's breathtaking. All of these women, it's not because they used black magic or all those things. A lot of time it was just because we we were too powerful. We just said what we wanted to say. We didn't let ourselves be put into that cage, the borders that they think you should handle in. Okay, so you get this box and here you can play, but outside, oh, be very careful because then you are that. And I still see those boxes every day. This morning I had a constellation, and it went like crazy. There were so many things. The church was involved. There was also the fire with the witches were also in the constellation. And at the end of the constellation, it became very clear that she had a lot of boxes she had to fit in, but she didn't want to fit in the boxes. But she felt she didn't have a choice, and with the boxes. It is too small. So she constantly is pushing through the edges, and her body wants to break free, but it's like, the pressure is too hard. And so what happens? She gets sad and tired. And yes, a lot of women are tired because our body, when we are not able to process emotions and old emotions, and maybe emotions that are in our system for generations, our system wants to do something with it. They know it is garbage. It takes away our power in our nerve system. So, what does the system do? It makes you tired, so you go to sleep because in your sleep, you go and process a little more. But sometimes it's too big and you need more than just sleep to get out of that circle. And then at the very end, she said, "Oh my God, I did so much work around my mother, and it comes always back to my mother, and our mother is our mother. It's also an archetype. We were we are made in the womb, and we want to go to that feeling all over again. So it's true, the relationship between a mother and a daughter, or a mother and a son. It's always the most complicated relationship there is. There's always a lot of answers to find there, and a lot of hope and a lot of strength, in that power, especially for women, in the power of the mothers, and the mothers before, and I'm not the one that says it only goes back 7 generations. It goes way beyond. I had a constellation for myself Monday. It was so intense. It was like, wow. It was like all that work I did already for years. It built up for that one constellation I did now Monday, and there was Mother Earth. Also, she's one of our mothers. So it goes way back. And for me, those boxes are just made for us to be small because we have a power. We have an emerging power, big power, deep, beautiful, dark, light force within us. In our womb, there's so much power in every woman. Even if you have kids or no kids, or you can have kids or you can't have kids, the energy of the womb is to create life, create possibilities, create hope, create joy. And if we try to fit in those boxes, there is not the answer. It never was. But now I can say that aloud. I can put a video on YouTube and maybe people think about something about it, so that's fine. And if you do, I don't care, leave me alone, go somewhere else. They won't put me on a fire anymore. But still, we are trying to keep our voices down. We can't say it. I got an email today from an organization um, that involves something around my family. Oh, and I go down. Oh my God. Is that a beautiful mirror or not? I just talk about it and I go down. Literally, I was that a little bit higher. stand up, my nervous system straight, and with all the good intentions, I bet that there are good intentions. I really I'm trying to tell them there's other ways. We could do it other ways. We could do better ways. It can help us. The way we are doing now, it's only pushing us down. And every time, I have to get back up, and pull the rest of my family along. Don't, come on, we can do this. And wow, and every time again, another email, and I think, whoa, I have to find my core again, and up, I have to get my kids back. And I think this is not the way it should be. So I try to talk, I try to back, I swear to God, I backed. What else can I do? I have to stand in my power and keep on believing there are other ways. I have to do it my way, and I will do it because I do not believe in a world where only behavior is a is necessary or is an indication of something. If you only take behavior without emotions, without feelings, it doesn't say anything. You cannot work with behavior if you're not going to see what's below it. If we are sad all the time, there's something underneath it. If we are angry all the time, there's something underneath it. There is a cause. People don't get born sad or don't get born angry. It's a part of our emotions. And we have a lot of emotions we can play with and we can put it into the world, but we have to look what's below it. What is it bringing us? Which maybe old pains or traumas, or what are the things you don't want to look at? And then I think about so many people who has glasses. Also me, when I drive, I have glasses. I don't put them on, but I should do that. People have glasses. People have problem with their eyes. That's your body who's saying, what don't you want to see? So back to my original plan. We are here not to conform, because conform means that we are busy living a life of someone else. We are not here to hide. We are here to step into the world. And our mothers, the mothers of our mothers, they had to survive in wars. They didn't have an opportunity. They maybe had to hide. They maybe had to keep them small to make everyone safe. Our grandfathers, they had to keep themselves small so they didn't get shot. But that is not the reality anymore. And now we have to step up and go into introspection, go into that self care, but at a very deep level. See your shadows, look at them. So you're not afraid of them anymore. And then look at your light and start acknowledge your light, because you are a powerful woman. And we are here to make the changes for the next generations. And if we don't do it, we will give that presence I will put this down. If I do not, if someone of something happens in my reality, and I know it's a mirror, and I do not accept it, then our system, the family system, says, okay, you don't want to see? That's fine. I give it to your daughter or your son. Here, your mom didn't want it, so I put it in front of your door. So if not, we're not doing it for ourselves. We have to do it for them. And my journey began pure and only for my kids. And in my case, for my daughter, because I thought he would have, she would get all those presents that I didn't want to look. And I call it presents because the wrapping paper is sometimes nasty, painful. Ugh. But when you go through that, there's always love. There's always a diamond. There's always something to gain for you, for your kids, for your grandkids, for 7, 80, 100 generations far. So I did it in the first place for my daughter. I am so happy that I did it. I didn't only did it for my daughter, and it feels so much safer for her now. I cured myself from being a pain patient for the rest of my life because that was what the doctor said. I am here now, dancing, jumping, fluttering around in the world. No more pain, unless sometimes. hmm, And I never felt as free as now, even when the boxes coming into my life and I feel the anger and I allow the anger because I know the anger is me breaking the borders of this box. I will not fit in. I will break it open and the box will be flat. It will just be some kind of paper. It will not contain me anymore. And that's what anger, if you can go through it in a good way, like I do in my Kali sessions here with my women, then showing your anger and letting your anger get into your system because you're angry with your mom, you're angry with your dad, you're angry with your partner, you're angry here. But if you make it a good flow of it, it's so a transformation. People walk out and they weigh literally 100 pounds less. So not literally, but they feel like they weigh 100 pounds less because it's so nice to feel it. So for all those people, all those women, who are working on themselves day after day, situation after situation, trauma after trauma, looking through it and saying, I'm not looking away, I'm feeling it, it's okay, because I know in the long run, it will give me peace. For all those women, for all those people in the world that try, we keep on saying, I'm not fitting in boxes anymore because it's not made from love. It doesn't go about connection, about what someone really needs. I just want to say you're not alone. I am doing that. I am doing that for my son since he was a little boy. I will keep doing it. Then I become a lion. But there are a lot of people in the world who are doing this. We are not alone. We do this together. And every rock that we put somewhere else, every word we say, every time we say no, it has an emerge reaction into the universe. Because that one no, it's like an echo. You say no, and then it goes, oh no, 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 no. That's your no. Or maybe it's time that you start to say yes to yourself. And then that yes, 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 it goes all into the world. And you own it to yourself to do this. And that's what our generation has to do. And our mothers and the mothers before and the fathers before, they gave us stability, no war, a house, food on the table, not only potatoes, not going stand in a row for meat with one little paper you got. No, it's we can eat. We can eat. And there are people who can eat less. I know. I've been born in a poor family. I know what it is to be hungry because you didn't eat for days. So, but I got out. There are systems in our systems, luckily I fitted in that box, almost not. But I said, you do not, if I do not it's in the box, you make that box bigger. I stood there. I said, I'm not going. I didn't eat for 2 days. Make it fit. It fits. A little bit proud of myself, must say it. And that's okay. So we were not alone. We're in this together and we have to do this. This is our job. We own it to ourselves, to our kids, to the generations to come, that our emotions, the way we feel, the safety, the emotional safety, the loving, the love that we miss, that is important to put that also in our lives, in our systems. And maybe you have to go first through introspection. Maybe first you have to go to a coach that says, okay, I'm going to take you inside. I'm going with you to your core, to your core. But we will meet some beautiful things along the way. And we will have to clean up some shit. And that's all fine. And that's good. Because if you're now 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, or 80, everything you do now is in benefits of yourself and other people. But most of all, let me let me feel you that I am 40 now and I make choices constantly, feeling what do I need, what I want, and it's sometimes and I don't know the next step. Really, a lot of times I think, please, I don't know the next step, but it's okay because I never felt as free, as happy, as connected with myself, with my cure, with my heart, and all the moments that I thought this is going to be too hard, or this is too much, or it is, I don't know, I don't have enough time, money, energy, a lot of things. I was so happy I did it because it was worth it for myself. And that's the energy, the vibe that I share with you guys. If you are now in a process, you say, I do not long fit in the box. Let's do let's do it together. We're not going to fix in the box anymore together. And together with you and me, there are 100,000 women, maybe millions, millions of women who are doing the same right now. So use your echo. Maybe it's a no, maybe it's a yes, but it's always the no that's good for you or the yes that's good for you. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.